Tuesday, Tekkie Talk.
So this week I'm going to talk about how can we afford travel? How are we affording our travels and petrol and food and everything that goes along with it? So we did not win the lotto. I wish that was the case, but that's not the reason. My husband and I started working for a mental health practice in New York about 5 years ago, and that's given us the flexibility to travel and to work while we travel. So I'm the practice manager, my husband is the compliance manager, and even though we work very differently, very different hours, it works for us. So my husband wakes up in the morning and at about 6 each morning, and he starts doing his work. He does what he needs to do, and then he's done for the day. So the reason why he's able to work that hours is because he's got no interaction with the rest of the staff, with clinicians, with patients, with anyone like that. So he doesn't have to talk to anyone, which is why he's quite happy just doing what he's doing. Um, with me, it's a little bit differently. I'm a little bit more bound to the Eastern time zone. So I need to still speak to clinicians, I need to speak to staff, I need to speak to patients. So I need to be available during Eastern time zones, which is about from 3, 4 p.m. our time to about 10 p.m. our time. So it works quite well because in the mornings when he's working, I'm spending time doing homeschooling with our son. And then in the afternoons, when he's busy taking our son on a bike ride or fishing, I'm the one working. So it really works well with our schedule. And again, it's not for everyone. It wouldn't suit everyone's lifestyles, but it works for us. And we've found ways to incorporate work, homeschool into our life so that we're still doing what we need to do, but we're still having fun as well. So that's how we can afford it. Um, so we do get paid in dollars, and we get paid on the first of each month. Um, there is a little delay because it's coming from the states, but within 2 or 3 days, money's in our account and everything's good to go. So yes, we've that's what we do. That's how we afford our lifestyle. Um, And then talking about remote work, a lot of people, as soon as they find out that we work remotely, they immediately want to know how and what and why. And I think a couple of years ago, working remotely was frowned upon to some extent because people thought that it was a scam or a scheme or something strange. It's not. My husband and I literally sit and work. We have our computers and we do actual work. Um, it's and a lot of people don't, well, I think couldn't comprehend it back then, but after COVID it's become more of a norm. So we do actual physical work, well, physical, we do actual work. And um and there are a lot of remote opportunities for people in all sorts of countries. South Africa, not so much, but there are people willing to employ South Africans to work remotely. Obviously you need to have the experience to fall back on, and you need to put yourself out there, and you need to look for it. No one's going to come knocking on your door offering you a remote position, but you need to go and look for it, and you need to put effort into looking for it, because the standard overseas is it's miles apart from South Africa. They look at your resume in detail, and the smallest mistake in your resume, and they will discard you just like that. um, America is not, they don't allow errors as much as the people in South Africa do. A lot of the times, in South Africa, I feel people look at a resume and then look past the mistakes. They choose to look past the mistakes. In the States, they don't do that. In the States, things are instant. If if they look at your resume and it's not 110% correct, they know that there are 50 other candidates qualified for that position. They don't have to look at yours. And and that's the difference with applying for jobs in the States. They don't owe us anything. They don't have to employ us. But if they choose to do so, we need to prove to them that we could do the job. And that's what happened 5 years ago. I've got an amazing boss, and I've been with her for such a long time. But she gave me a chance. I started doing data entry, and now I do so much more. But she gave me the chance, but I had to prove myself. So it's not a case of um, the people in the States don't want to give us a chance. They do. But we need to put in the effort. We need to put in the work. We need to spend the time to learn their systems and their healthcare systems and the way their whole lives work. If we're not prepared to do that, it's not going to work. So that's what we do. That's how we make our money. And I think that, look, we can't imagine going back to an office job at all. Not even anytime soon at all. So if we can do what we're doing now, um, we'll be happy. So to recap, we work for a mental health practice based in New York, and we work remotely. I am the practice manager, and my husband is the compliance manager.
Please subscribe to our channel and watch next week's Tuesday Tekkie Talk.